Okay, feet in parallel, hip width apart. Let's stand right in the middle of your mat. Our hip width apart is your sits bones. Your sits bones, not your hip bones. So think of about a fist width, your own fist width, between your feet. That's your hip width apart. Arms are going to reach down by your sides. We're going to take the hands, make sure they're placed right in the middle of that thigh. So middle finger is middle of the thigh bone. We're going to draw the shoulders back. Scoop the abdominals in. Draw those hip bones up, like you've got little suspenders and you're tightening those suspenders. Lift your rib cage off of your pelvis and lift your head off of your shoulders. Think of these bones right underneath right behind your ears, these little bones, and you can feel for it if you'd like. This is where your head sits on your vertebrae. So you want to think, anytime you think of lifting tall, I want you to think of these 2 points being lifted right by these 2 points. And that should relax your neck and relax your jaw and remove that neck tension. We're going to take an inhale through the nose. As you exhale, we're going to tilt the head down, leaving a small space between your chin and your chest here, and then continue lowering down through your upper back and your mid back. As you pass through your lower back, I want you to bend your knees just enough to take the pressure off of that spine, and then hinge forward, taking your fingertips to the floor, just till you get to the fingertips. Palms in towards each other, relax your neck. Unshrug those shoulders so that those shoulders are your ears. Nice big inhale. On your exhale, keep your weight slightly forward towards your toes as you scoop your pelvis back to the neutral position, and then straighten your legs and restack your spine. I hope I'm not yelling into the microphone. Inhale, exhale, roll down from the crown of the head, and then the upper back, the mid back. Bend your knees as you pass through that low back. Hinge at the hips, shifting the weight slightly more to the toes. Relax your neck. Look through your thighs. Take an inhale and exhale. Lift from the abdominals like someone's scooping you up and lifting you by your waist. Draw those sits bones down. Extend the legs, stacking the spine. For those of us who are tight in the hips and in the quads here, which is a lot of us, this might even feel like a stretch. Pulling those hip bones up, you might feel a stretch across the front of those legs. Inhale. Exhale, roll down, crown of the head first, and upper back, and mid back. Bend your knees, shifting your weight forward so that the hips don't just go backwards. You want the hips to stay put. Inhale and exhale, scoop those abdominals in, belly button to spine, tucking the pelvis, back to your neutral, restack the spine, open that chest, good. Step to the front of your mat. Take one leg in a little curtsy, come down to your knee. From here, take your sits bones to the mat. Knees bent, feet flat. And we should be sitting now about middle of your mat as well, if you stepped all the way to the front of the mat. So make sure you're middle of your mat on your sits bones. Feet are flat, knees bent. You can have these knees as bent as you'd like, as long as you're able to get up onto the tallest points of your sits bones. Hold the backs of the thighs with your hands. Feet are still.
We're leaving soon.
You're going to allow the pelvis to rock backwards off of the sits bones. Round your low back, and then just let your upper back respond to that. Don't force a rounded spine here. Just respond. And now we're going to come back up onto your sits bones, and you can pull with your hands to help you just get out of that low back. And notice how much taller you get when you're up right on top of those sits bones. Exhale, round the spine. Draw those low backs in, eyes down on those, and then lift through the spine, back up onto those sits bones. On this next one, we're going to continue to roll back. You're going to keep your hands up right in those knee pits. Round your spine, start to roll backwards and pull your feet towards you as you roll down. We're going to pause once the low back touches the mat. Keep pulling your feet towards you so you can reach your knee pits. Good. Pull the feet towards you. Feet on the ground.
Okay, right.
Close. Good. And those heels should be almost to where you could touch them with your fingertips. Almost, but maybe not quite.
To the left.
Lower the head and chest.
Where we take our
Arms
walk
back.
towards it.
Head down.
Good.
Take an inhale here.
And you're gonna go.
Exhale. Draw your belly button into your spine and flatten your low back into the mat. Think of imprinting the bones of the spine into the mat. And now rock forward again, lifting your low back and coming back to what we call neutral pelvis. So the hip bones and the pubic bone are in line with each other, parallel to the ground. We're going to draw those abdominals in so we feel that tilt. We're rocking back on that low back. And then we rock forward, feeling the weight on that sacral bone again. As you draw the pelvis into that posterior tilt, I want you to think of only using your abdominals to do this and not pushing with the legs. And you'll feel that when you push with your legs, not only is it really easy to move the pelvis, but you'll also notice that your body shifts backwards. And we don't want to feel that shift on the mat. So only draw in, hollowing out that belly.
This is where it's gonna be hard to squat like this.
Right to the middle, right to that belly button.
It's like hard. Good.
And then rock back to your neutral pelvis.
What?
One more time. Exhale, scoop the abdominals into that imprint. And then push your heels down into the mat. Start to peel the tailbone up. One vertebra at a time. Lifting into your hip extension and then extending and lengthening through the rest of the spine. In this position, you want your hips up high, right in line with your knees and your shoulders, and the spine in a nice straight line. However, we do not want the ribs splaying or the knees splaying, so I want you to put the weight on the inside of your feet, and then imagine you're wearing little suspenders from your hip bones to your ribs, and tighten those suspenders. And it's okay if you have to lower the pelvis to get that scoop. Pause here. You should have your hamstrings and your abdominals both on fire, the glutes working to hold your hips up. And now roll back down, one vertebra at a time, all the way back to neutral.
If you would do what?
Hamstring cramp,
How would you hold on
congratulations,
normally?
you did it right. Nice big inhale.
I don't know. I need them so long. I should do
Exhale,
it.
draw the abdominals in, into that imprint. And now we use the legs. Push down into those feet.
Hold on, you can hold them.
The pelvis.
You could do it a squat press, right, where you're here.
Into that pelvic curl position. Open the shoulders, press your upper arms all the way down through the hands onto that mat. And then roll back down. Nice and slow.
You can also do hold up by your
Take your
side.
time. Release the glutes, rock back to neutral. Pelvis.
How many reps?
Inhale.
Like,
Exhale, draw those abs in your imprint. And then
Thank you.
peel.
Wait, what are we doing? We go down.
Imagine that you are peeling a piece of tape off of the ground.
Either way, you want to get more biceps,
Not to go
probably.
too aggressively. We don't want to rip that tape. Inhale and exhale, putting the tape back down.
We're
Nice
gonna
and
hear,
slow.
right?
No air bubbles.
He's gonna prep
No
you for a jump. Can we try a jump or not?
On a new phone screen.
You have to wait past your,
Release
at
the
least past
glutes.
your.
Rock back to neutral pelvis. Let's
So
do a
next,
couple
so you can
more.
jump?
Inhale.
We can start a little bit, yeah.
Exhale. Draw those abdominals into that
You do the
imprint.
jump forward.
Push the heels down and peel the tailbone up.
We're gonna get it
Nice
mad.
and slow.
If something happens.
Lifting into those hips. Nice big inhale. Make sure you're not pushing backwards onto your neck. Pull forward onto your feet and then roll down, keeping your shoulders open.
There you go.
Articulating through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Release the glutes. Rock back.
There's protocols for a reason, because your joint's not ready for surgery.
Inhale.
Even though what part is my joint?
Exhale. Draw those abdominals in.
Externally, like, right, things look good. You're feeling
In.
pretty
So
good.
you
You're
get
doing
a
all this
little bit
stuff.
more out of your body than you got
So
before.
if we go back to the
And then
proprioception,
heel up.
if your joint doesn't kind of know how to like land, like
Forward.
absorb shock,
Over those
and
feet.
I land like crazy, That's
Keeping
something
the
so bright.
abdominals
Okay.
engaged. Inhale and exhale. Pull your spine down one vertebra at a time. Nice and slow. Release the glutes. Come back to your neutral pelvis. Take the arms up to the ceiling, palms in. You want those hands directly over your shoulders, and then open the arms out to the sides. Hold. We're going to scoop those abdominals into that imprint one more time. Take one leg up and the other leg up to tabletop, knees over the hips, shins parallel to the ground, and then hold on to the sides of your mat table. If you are on a raised table, you can hold the sides here. We're going to inhale into spine twist, supine, go away from me first. Exhale, pull back through center. And inhale, twist away from me. And exhale, pull back through neutral. And again, inhale, twist to the side. And exhale, in. And inhale, twist to the side. And exhale, pull back to center. Good. Let's do a few more. As you're twisting, exhale, pull back to center. I want you to try not to move your knees yet. So everyone come back to center. Keep the knees pointed to the ceiling for just a second longer while you start that rotation of the spine. And then you'll feel the weight of the legs on your pelvis and pull back to center. And then feel the weight of your legs as you go into that rotation. Exhale back to center. We're keeping the opposite shoulder blade and ribs down. So as I twist away from you, you can see this shoulder blade stays connected to the mat. And then we come back to center. And inhale, twist. And exhale, pull back through the middle. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, twist towards me. Exhale, pull back to center. And we're going to do once more, right and left. Relax the neck. Exhale, pull through your imprint. Keeping the knees the same, no bending or straightening of those knees. Exhale back to center. Pause here. Place one foot down and your second foot down. Interlace those fingers together, webbing to webbing. And when you look at your hands, you should see no light coming through those fingers. Hands behind your head, right on the occipital bone. Keep your hands away from your neck and keep your thumbs connected to your fingers. The elbows should be lifted off of the mat table, and then draw your shoulders down away from your ears. I would even try to pull your hands apart for a moment until you find those armpits really active, so you feel the scapular stabilizers on. We're in a neutral pelvis, so no imprint at this time. Take an inhale through the nose. On your exhale, lift your chest bone to your thighs. Now we feel an imprint in the low back. Make sure you're not tucking with the glutes. The glutes are relaxed, but we're lifting nice and high. Let's grab the backs of your knees for a moment. Keep your feet down, but just use this as an opportunity to pull yourself up a little higher to get that low back down and the shoulder blades up. Now take the fingertips to your knees and hold that. And take the hands behind the head. Lock those hands together. Rest your head weight back in your hands. Lower the head and chest back down. The goal is always to get as high as you can without changing the pelvis or the shoulders. Exhale, lift your chest. Leave your head weight in your hands, chin down. Let's take the hands away. Pull yourself up a little higher. Take the hands to the knees. And take the hands behind the head. Rest your head weight back. Lower the head and chest back down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, lift your chest. Nice and high. Grab the legs. Give yourself a little boost. Feeling that low back down. but the sits bones are also down. And then take the hands behind the head. Exhale, lower back down. Okay. Now we're just going to do the chest lift. No assist from the arms, so no variation, just chest lift on its own. Exhale, lift your chest towards your thighs. Come up as high as you can. We keep the hands behind the head this time. Inhale, exhale, lower back down. But hopefully we've stretched out that back. Inhale. And exhale, lift your chest. Come up as high as you did when you were giving yourself that help. Come up that extra bit. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Nice and slow. Take your time. And make sure that that pelvis is not stuck in that imprint. We are in neutral. Inhale. Exhale, lift your chest. Up. Now we're in that imprint, but not because we moved the pelvis, just because we're lifting that high up. Inhale. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lift your chest. Inhale, stay. Stay off those shoulder blades. Exhale, rotate away from me into chest lift with rotation. Take your top arm, the one that's towards me, reach it out to the outside of your knee. Look at the palm of your hand. Lift towards the palm of your hand. That is your chest lift with rotation. Now hold that. Put your hand back behind your head. Come back to center. Rotate towards, and then take that outside arm to the outside of your knee. Lift to the palm of your hand. Stay there. Take the hand back, and then come back to center. Exhale, rotate, and reach that arm just for a test, just to make sure you're in the right spot. Lift higher, hand behind the head, and come back to center. And exhale, rotate. Reach that top arm forward. Make sure you don't lose the shoulder blade. Just lift your chest in that general direction. Hand back behind the head. Come back to center. Exhale, no arm this time, just rotate. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Oh, we're losing height. Let's grab those legs. Pull yourself up higher. Get that chest lift. Make sure you're not just using your 2-pack. Use the whole abs. Take your hands behind your head. 2 more times. Exhale, rotate away from me. Hey, that's better. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, you've got a whole 8-pack to use. You better use it. And back to center. Exhale, rotate. And no elbows. Back to center. Exhale, rotate. Back to center. Come up a little higher. Lower the head and chest back down. Reach those arms long all the way by your sides. Are we warmed up? Oh, good. Okay, arms by your sides, feet parallel hip width apart, still in neutral pelvis. Take the leg that's furthest from me up to tabletop. Draw that knee slightly closer to you than your 90-degree angle. So you're going to take that thigh just a tad bit closer. And now lower your thigh bone away from you, just the thigh bone. Tap the floor and then lift. This is called single leg lift. Exhale up. Feel the weight of your leg as you lower and lift. So the only thing moving is my ball and socket joint of my hip. We're not changing the knee joint whatsoever. This knee joint stays at 90. And lift. One more time. Lower. Tap and lift. Place that foot back down next to your other foot. And now lift your second leg up. Keeping the pelvis still, slightly past your hip crease. Inhale, lower. Tap and exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. Tap and exhale, lift. Making sure that you take the time to feel the weight of that leg. Inhale, lower. Keep the pelvis completely still. One more time, lower. Tap and exhale, lift. Stay here. Keep your pelvis neutral. Draw the belly button into your spine. Lift that pelvic floor. Switch your legs. Exhale. And switch. And switch. Stay with me. And switch. We're going slow today. Rotate. And switch. And switch. There we go. And switch. 2 more. Last ones. Bring your legs together to tabletop. Squeeze those legs together. Lift your arms up and back, overhead. Do not let the ribs splay towards the ceiling. Pull that mid back down. We're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift your arms up over the shoulders. Now lift your head and chest. Hands about knee height. And now lower the arms down, parallel to the ground. Inhale, lift the arms. Lower the head and chest. Reach the arms overhead. 100 prep. Exhale, arms, head and chest, arms. In that order. Arms, head and chest, arms. Trying to only move one at a time, never both. Arms, head and chest, arms, and arms, head and chest, and arms. And again, exhale, lift. And arms go up. Lower the head and chest. Again. Arms come up. Lower and reach. Good. For a moment, hug those knees. We're going to go into 100. I want you to extend your legs when we lift. We're going to lift into another 100 prep, but this time instead of keeping tabletop, you're going to extend your legs to an angle of your choice. You need to be able to keep your pelvis and your abdominals still, or your spine still. So pick an angle that's high enough to where you can maintain for the full 100 or as long as you can. Come back to your tabletop. Take the arms up overhead. We're going to inhale to prepare. On your exhale, lift your arms, head and chest, arms and legs out straight. Inhale, hold. Exhale, pulse the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. Quick pulses, as many as you can fit in. Get high in that chest lift. Feel that imprint. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. Make sure that you're looking at your legs. Looking straight ahead. Exhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2 more times. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, lift higher, bend your knees, lift your arms, lower the head and chest, reach the arms back, send the legs out straight. Phew. Nice big inhale. I will allow a big rib splay to the ceiling for a moment. And exhale, pull those ribs back down. Circle the arms around by your sides, arms flat. We're going to take one leg to tabletop. Let's do your leg furthest from me. And now extend the leg up straight to the ceiling. You're going to grab that leg, pull it in close, and you're going to flex your foot. And point. So we're going to get a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Flex and point. Make sure you didn't move your hips to get here. Flex and point. And on this last one, we're going to dorsiflex that foot and keep it there. Set your knee right over your hip joint, even if that means your knee is bent. And we're going to go across the midline first, towards me, down and around and up with that leg. Cross, down and around and up. Inhale, circle, and exhale, circle. The goal is to not move your pelvis. Keep your arms really close to your side so you can feel what those hips are doing. Don't move them. Exhale, and inhale, and exhale. That might mean maybe this is a small circle and a small circle, whatever you can control. Maybe we have to bend the knee a little bit more. Maybe we have to take it just little knee circles today, right? And pause, around, other way. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Inhale, and exhale. Keep the pelvis nice and still. And exhale. 2, and 1. Pause at the top. Point your foot. Bend your knee. Glide your leg out straight. Notice how much longer that leg is or feels than your other leg. And we'll pick up the leg closest to me, to tabletop. Extend the leg to the ceiling. Grab that thigh. Pull yourself into a hamstring stretch wherever that is for you and flex that foot. And point. Dorsiflex and plantar flex. Notice if you tend to flex more with your toes than with your foot. I want you to relax your toes more and pull your ankle into that flexion rather than flexing at the toe joint like this. Try to relax those toes, and you'll get a little deeper into that stretch. And now, flex and stay. Set the knee right over that hip, arms down by your sides, parallel supporting leg. Inhale, circle, cross the body. Exhale, circle, cross the body. Inhale and exhale, no movement of the trunk. Ooh. Make sure those arms stay nice and close so you can feel if you are moving. Inhale and exhale and pause, other direction. Inhale, circle, and exhale, circle. Good. Maybe it's smaller, maybe it's a little bigger. As long as you're stable in those abdominals, no movement of the hips. 2 more. Last one, and pause. Point your foot, bend your knee, glide your leg out straight. Both legs feeling the same length again. Reach them long, scoop your hips, your hip bones up towards you. Belly button to spine. Reach your arms long to the ceiling. Palms facing each other. We're going to glide the fingertips up and glide the shoulder blades away from the mat. Now glide the shoulder blades back down. Again, glide up and glide down. Just getting familiar with that protraction of the scapula and the retraction back to neutral, pushing forward. And then rest your shoulder blades on the mat in neutral shoulder. Keep them as close to this position as possible as you continue to take the arms up overhead to the wall. Legs together, belly button to spine. Arms are long, the ribs are down. We're going to go into roll up. Inhale, lift your arms. Lift your head and chest, lower the arms. We'll pause here on this first one. Make sure your legs are together and pointed. The arms are parallel to the ground, palms in. We're lifted nice and high in this chest lift, and now we exhale, peel up. All the way forward into that C curve. Pause here. Make sure you're in a nice even C curve of the spine. You're looking down right above your knees, just a couple inches above the knees. The arms are parallel to the ground. The shoulders are back and not pushed forward. Draw those shoulder blades in. And think of this position. Yes, the belly button is drawing in and the abs are connected, but remember that this position, this shape is created from your back extensors. So everybody, just for an experiment, go ahead and let your back go a little bit. Just kind of sink down, right? And now activate that back and think of lifting back up into that perfect C curve. So this is what you need, your head as well. Keep that head lifted. Exhale, roll back. Scoop the belly button to your spine. Slowly rolling. Get to your low back. Now lift the arms, lower the head and chest, and reach back. Again, inhale, arms, head and chest, and arms. Exhale, continue. If you need to bend the knees to do that, that's fine. Make sure your face stays way above your arms. Think of your arms as the water line, and you don't want your face in the water. Keep your head above water. Exhale, roll down. Through the back. And reach. Inhale, arms, head and chest. Arms, now we exhale. Again, you can bend the knees here if you need to, but don't use momentum. Don't cheat. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. It's very common that people either kick the feet up off of the ground, or we use momentum with the arms and the chest, or my least favorite, when people push off of their elbow like this. Do not do this, or I'm going to kick you out. I'm going to chuck you outside. Use your abs. Just bend your knees. Keep your feet down, and then you feel the exercise the same as you would feel if you didn't have to do that. Inhale. Exhale, roll back down. Same thing, especially for those of you at home who I cannot see. If you have a low back issue that's just not really loving this, and bend the knees. Inhale, arms, head and chest. Arms are just kind of sticky back there. Just soften those knees. Makes it feel so much better. It's really worth it, I promise. I'm really trying to sell it to you guys. Pull the shoulder blades back. Inhale, exhale, roll down. Keeping that C curve. Feeling the low back down, and then the arms, head, and chest. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Pause here. We're going to lengthen through the spine. Flex the feet. Again, not with your toes, but with your ankles. Separate those feet about shoulder, just outside shoulder width apart. If you need to bend your knees to get upright on your sits bones with a flat back, then do that. You could also at home sit up against a wall for support just to feel that tactile feedback as well. If you can straighten the legs, then great, do it. Inhale, exhale, roll down. Imagine that you are up against that wall and you're peeling your spine away, one piece at a time, without rolling backwards into the wall. We're peeling forward and away. If you get to the bottom of the low back here and this is where your journey ends today, then that's fine. If you have more hamstring range and you want to hinge at the hips forward, you can do that. Inhale, exhale, coming back up nice and slow, starting by stacking that pelvis if you hinged forward, and then restacking the spine, one vertebra at a time. Open the chest, palms in, hands shoulder height. Exhale, roll down from the crown of the head first. Leave a space between the chin and the chest. Peel down from the upper back, the mid back, and the low back. Keep your hands up off of the mat. Hinge forward if you can. Exhale, roll back up. Restacking that spine, one vertebra at a time. Good. Again, inhale. Exhale, roll down. Crown of the head, upper back, mid back, low back. Hinging forward. Inhale, exhale, scoop those abs in. Lift the spine. Restack one vertebra at a time. Pause here. Bring your legs together. Point your feet. Bend your knees and scoop those legs in. Grab the ankles. Lift your feet off of the mat. Each hand is holding its own leg. Try not to interlock those fingers together. Squeeze your legs together. Draw the shoulders back. Eyes on the knees. From here, we're going to pull the legs to our chest while pushing the legs into the hands. So those biceps are really active, holding this position. And now I want you to tuck the pelvis under you more. Keep tucking until you naturally roll back. Let the momentum just take you back up. Inhale, we tuck to roll. Exhale up. So I don't want you to try to force it by throwing your head back or letting your upper back go. I want you to change the shape by tucking the pelvis just enough so that you naturally roll back. Do not force it. Tuck, and back we go. Good. Don't let your head touch the ground. Inhale, tuck. Using those abs and those legs. Inhale, around. Exhale, up. Good. Really trying to scoop into that low back, because the low back is the thing that needs to really round out for you to roll. If you're tight in that low back and you're hitting that speed bump, that's okay. Maybe it'll get better the more reps you do. Really scoop that pelvis though. One more time. Inhale, roll back. Exhale up. Good. From here, take your hands to your knees, just below the knees on those shins. You're going to roll to your back. Slowly. And then take your knees just past your hip crease, just slightly past your hip crease, not all the way to your chest. Push into those hands. Now from here, we're going to take both of your hands to the leg closest to me. I want the inside hand on the knee, the outside hand on top. We're going to extend your back leg. I want both these feet the same height. Pull yourself up to your chest. Don't pull your thigh to your chest. Pull your chest to your thigh. And now switch those legs, single leg stretch. Exhale. Keep the feet the same height. If you're going into your low back, send this leg up a little higher so that you're not in your low back. Exhale. Take both knees in, pull yourself up taller. Now both legs are gonna go out, arms overhead. Exhale back in. And again, if the legs need to go a little higher, that's fine. Inhale, reach. Exhale in. Inhale, reach. Again, pull your chest to your thighs, not your thighs to your chest. Relax your neck. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Pause. Lower the head and chest. Rest your neck. Hug your knees. Look side to side. And then eyes to the ceiling. Set your feet down one at a time. Parallel hip width apart. Arms by your sides. We're going to take an inhale. Exhale. Draw the abdominals into your imprint. Peel the tailbone up. Scoop the pelvis and lift into your pelvic curl. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down. Notice the difference in your spine, how much more pliant it is. Maybe the hamstrings are a little more active. The abdominals a little more active. Scoop those abs. Peel the spine up. Send the knees forward, 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 and lift those hips. Lift, lift, lift. Extend, open the chest. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Release the glutes. And back to your neutral pelvis. Again, inhale. Exhale. This time we're going to stay up in that position as high as you can with good form. Make sure you don't splay the abdominals. Think of the abs in, the hamstrings active. Take the leg furthest from me, up to your tabletop. Draw that knee past your hip slightly. Inhale, shoulder bridge prep. You're going to lower the thigh, tap, and then lift the leg. Do not change your knee joint. Inhale, exhale, lift. Keep your hips up nice and high. Exhale. One more time. Tap, exhale, lift. Place that foot down. Lift a little higher. Take your second leg up. Inhale, lower down. Tap, exhale, lift. And 2. Let's do 5, 3, and 4. Keep trying to lift higher in that hip. 5. Place the foot down. And now articulate through the spine. Nice and slow. Take your time. Back to your neutral pelvis. Good. Take those legs to tabletop. And lift the second leg. Squeeze those legs together. Extend your legs to the ceiling. From here, we're going into corkscrew. I want, again, if you can't straighten the knees all the way, that's fine. But keep the knees over the hips. And we're going to go spine twist away from me. Pause here. Make sure your legs are together and that the feet aren't off center. You want both of those feet connected. Lower the feet away from you as you come back through center. Lift the feet up towards you as you come into your rotation to the other side. So this hip is off the ground. And then back to center. Towards me this time. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lower and come back up. The other side and center. Inhale, away from me. Center. Inhale, towards me. Nice big inhale. Exhale. And inhale, twist. Exhale. Only as big as you can maintain that abdominal connection. And back to center. Inhale, twist. Exhale around and back up, back to center. Pause here, bend your knees. Take your hands behind your head. Lift your head and chest nice and high. We're going to go into crisscross. Rotate away from me to your bent leg. Send your opposite leg out straight. Exhale, rotate. Again, exhale, rotate. Keep the legs just like your single leg stretch. So the feet are the same height unless you need to take your straight leg a little higher. Exhale, rotate, no elbows. Elbows to knees is illegal here at BASI. We keep those elbows open. We rotate from the spine, not from your head or your shoulders. One more time. Rotate, switch, and rotate. Back to center. Grab your thighs. Rock yourself upright onto your sits bones. Straighten those legs and flex the feet. Keep the legs together. Reach the arms up, palms up to the ceiling. Bend your knees if you need to get upright on those sits bones. And we're gonna rotate away from me. Pulse, pulse, center. Towards me, pulse, pulse, center. You can take hands behind the head if you're smacking people. And center. It's an acceptable variation or a goalpost. As long as we are staying up nice and tall. Notice those legs don't move. They stay glued together. My ankles are touching. And I don't feel them shifting. Pause. From here, we're going to point the feet. Take your arms forward in front of you. And we're going to roll down nice and slow. Take your time. All the way down. And reach those arms back. Another roll up. Inhale. Coming back to roll ups just to see the difference in that spine. See if we're moving a little bit better. Exhale, roll down. And reach those arms up. Roll up is has good feedback. Exhale. It's one of those exercises that feels very different from beginning to end of the mat class. And reach back. One more time, inhale. Exhale, roll up. Okay. Exhale, roll down. Bend your knees. Arms overhead. Lift your legs to tabletop. We are going to lift into our teaser one position. I want you to think of that roll up, coordination of the arms. We lift the arms, the head and chest. Start sending the legs away from you. And just like your roll up, except the legs are off the ground and we go up, nice and high. From here, bend your knees. Take your arms parallel to the ground. Tuck the pelvis and roll back. Just as much as you can. Do not go past the point of no return. And back up. And flatten that back. If you need your hands a little, give yourself a boost, you can take it. I don't want you in that low back. Exhale, round. This is called teaser prep. It is the hardest of all 3 teasers for some reason. Prep's supposed to be easier, it's not. Exhale, round. Squeeze your thighs together as you lift up. Squeeze those inner thighs. One more time. We round. This time we're gonna roll all the way down. Take your knees to your chest. Hug those legs. Rock side to side. Alrighty. Send those legs out straight. We're gonna roll onto our sides facing me. Roll onto your sides facing me. Rest your head. I feel like the mic is not going where I want it to. Rest your head on your arm, palm up to the ceiling. Legs together. Scoop those abs in. I'm gonna lift your waist away from the mat. Not enough to leave neutral, just enough to find neutral so that you're in a nice straight line through this pelvis and you're not sinking your ribs down. You want this scooped sensation. Place the hand down. Make sure the hips are stacked, top hip over the bottom hip, legs out straight, in line with the body if you can, or slightly forward if you need to protect your back today. We're gonna lift those feet. Take an inhale, waist is still lifted. Exhale, squeeze those inner thighs and then lift your top rib, your top hip to your top rib. And then lower down. And again, exhale, lift, and then lower back down. Oh, I reached my stand goal somehow. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, we draw in. Inhale, down, lifting that waist. Make sure you're feeling your obliques and not your back. If you are feeling your low back, could be a couple things. It could be that you're rolling forward like so, or it could be that you're sticking your tail feather out behind you and you need to scoop into what might feel like a C curve to you, right? And then down. Exhale, lift, and down. And from here, we're going to take your bottom leg, bent knee in front of your hip. Relax your top leg, shake it out. Make sure this shin is parallel to the mat, so you're in like a tabletop with this bottom leg. Internally rotate your top leg, soften the floppy foot, shake it out. Make sure that top hip is forward over your bottom hip. Yes, push that leg back, back, back. Lift it and lower it. Should be small and heavy. Your legs should feel very heavy. Internally rotate those legs. Yes, good. And lower and lift. We're intentionally softening that knee, intentionally relaxing the foot. It creates a little bit more dead weight. Pause here. We're going to take the leg forward in line with your hip if you can, only as far as your hamstring will allow. We're going to go up, down, and straight back. Forward and lift. Up, down, and back. Again, forward. And we go up, down, and back. Again, forward. Up, down, back, and forward. Relax your neck. Up, down, and back. Keep your torso nice and strong. Ribs are lifted. Up, down, and back. It's oftentimes when we take this leg forward, we tend to also tilt the pelvis towards us. Keep it away from you. Up, down, and back. On this last one, we come forward, and we're going to pulse down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Think little drops. 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. 2, 3. Get that leg out in front of you as much as you can. And inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Good. If you're on a raised mat table, make sure you don't go below the line of the table, and pull that leg back. Switch your legs out straight. Take your front ankle, your top ankle, into your hand, into that glute stretch if you can. If you can't reach, that's fine. Just leave your hand on the ground and your foot on the floor wherever it can reach. Reach the bottom leg out straight. Scoop the abs in. Push this bottom leg way back, in line with the middle of that mat, and now lift it up and lower. If that was easy, push your leg back, lift your waist. Now lift that inner thigh. That looks more like it. And lift, squeeze the inner thigh. This should be challenging. Keep this top hip over your bottom hip. Do not roll backwards onto your butt cheek. Come forward. Pull and down. Exhale, lift your waist. Lift your waist. Good. Roll forward. Now lift the leg. That's a little better. Exhale, lift. And exhale, lift and stay. Let's do little pulses. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Squeeze a little higher. Lower that leg down. Send your top leg out straight. We're going to lift up onto the sits bones. Swing the legs around in front of you and over to the other side. So now we're still facing the front of the room, still facing me, with your head on the other side of the room. Great. Okay, rest your head. Lift your waist. Scoop those abdominals in. We're going to lift those legs, tuck the pelvis. Make sure this hip is stacked above the other hip and that you're not rolling backwards or rolling forwards. You want to be nice and centered. And we're going to exhale, lift into that waist imprint, and then lower. Keep those legs nice and straight and long. Squeeze them together. Exhale, lift. And lower. If you are feeling your low back, again, one of two things. Either you're rolling forward or you need to tuck the pelvis more. Pull your belly button to your spine. If you're tight in your hip flexors and in the hips in general or in the back, you may need to take the legs forward in order to get that pelvis neutral. If that's the case, go ahead and do that. Please stay out of your back. Use your obliques. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Feeling that waist lift underneath you, and exhale. And not everyone's physical body is going to leave, but you want to feel the bones of the spine lift. Not necessarily your skin, but the bones lift up right. And then the bones push down. And then you lift, you feel the bones of the rib cage lift. Pause here, bend your bottom leg, knee in front of your hip, shin parallel to the mat. Relax your top leg, shake out the foot, shake it out, good. Floppy foot, internally rotate, soften your knee. Take your hand back to the mat, we're gonna lift and lower. And then lift and lower. Exhale, up and down, and the weight of your leg should be heavy. Feel the weight, make sure that leg is out straight in line with your body. Out straight in line with that body, good. Push it back and up. And then you really feel the side of this glute. 2 more, up. And last one, up. Good, take that leg forward. And we're gonna lift up, down, and back. And again, do not squish your waist down when that leg comes forward. Up, down, and back. Only as far as your hamstring will allow. Up, down, and back. We want to avoid tucking the pelvis, so no tucking the tail underneath you. We're staying nice and neutral. So if you put your hand behind your back, you should feel no shifting of the low back or of the pelvis. It's all at the hip joint. Up, down, and back. One more time, come forward. And we're gonna go forward with drops. 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. Make sure your knees are lined up, top knee stacked over the bottom knee or close to it. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. And inhale, 2, 3, one more time, exhale. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take that leg back. Switch your legs, pulling that top leg up into a glute stretch. Woo. Push that top hip forward and away from you. Lift the waist. If you can't reach your ankle, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Put your hand where you can reach. Extend, lift, and push that leg back. Nice and elongated. You're gonna lift that inner thigh up. And you should feel that that leg is heavy and hard to move. Heavy and hard to lift. If it's not heavy and hard to lift, you're probably in the wrong spot. Push that leg back, lift your waist. Exhale, lift. Keep that leg as long as humanly possible. Don't bend it. Exhale, lift. And lower. And exhale, keep it parallel so your knee is pointed forward towards me. Exhale, lift. Make sure you're not rolling backwards. And lift. And lower. Last one, lift and stay. And let's pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Squeeze a little higher. Lower that leg down. Send your top leg out straight. Good. From here, we're gonna roll onto our stomachs, facing the middle of the room. You're gonna take your forearms onto the mat. Draw your belly button into your spine. Good. Belly button to spine. You're going to take the arms away. Your chest is gonna get a little heavier, that's fine. And then take the arms by your sides. I want you to allow the shoulder blades to roll forward towards the floor. And now without lifting your back, just scoop the belly button in, pull the shoulder blades and the arms back behind you. And then let the shoulder blades roll forward a bit. And now pull them back, back, and back. One more time, let the shoulders roll forward. And now pull them back, palms of the hands to your thighs. Stay here now. Lift and lengthen out through the crown of the head. Into back extension, we come up. Just take the weight off the chest, but not off the ribs. And then lower down. Nice and slow, keep the shoulders back. Inhale, crown of the head out. Tuck the pelvis, scoop those abs in and lift. And then lower, so you only feel your upper back, not your low back. Inhale. Use your inhale to help you lift. That inhale is connected to those upper back extensors. When you take a big inhale, you can feel it helps you. So use it to your advantage. Keep those legs together, keep your pubic bone down. Inhale. Lift and lower. One more time, we're gonna lift. Just the upper back. And then lower. Good. Separate the legs hip width apart. Reach the arms around above your head. Rest your forehead for a moment if you need to relax that neck. We're going to scoop the abs in, draw the shoulders down. We're going to go into swimming, but first I'm going to have you lift just your right arm and your left leg. And now put them back down. Just the left arm and the right leg. And put them back down. And as you do this, I want you to practice not rolling to the side. And lift and down, and move just at the ball and socket joint. Shoulder joint and hip joint, not elbow or knee joint. And switch. Good. From here, draw the belly button into your spine, push the pubic bone down, reach the limbs long, and take them both off of the ground. And we inhale, cross pattern with the arms and legs. And exhale. Inhale, swim. And exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Keep going for those abdominals in. If you need to put the arms down and just do legs, you can try that. If you're just getting stuck in that low back, that tends to help. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Lower the arms and legs. Take your forearms to your sides. Push up off of your elbows, please. Off of your elbows, and then sit on your heels. Rest your head. Take a big inhale and nice long exhale. Sink your sits bones onto your heels. Again, inhale. And nice long exhale. Good. Again, inhale. And exhale. Come up onto the hands and knees. We're going to end with a bang. Belly button to spine. Send your right leg out straight. We've got the knees under the hips, the wrists under the shoulders. Flex that back foot, toes towards you. Belly button to spine. Try to tuck that pelvis. Now take your second foot back into front support position. Push away from the ground. Glide your right knee in and your left knee in. And right. And left. And right. And glide the knee. Glide the knee. Glide the knee on the mat. 2 and 1. Hold. Bend your knees one at a time. Take a seat. Take the legs out in front of you. Legs out straight. Feet hip width apart. Take the hands back. Fingertips towards you. Or if this is uncomfortable, fingertips can go away to the side. Do not point your fingertips backwards, please. This is dangerous for the shoulder. Everyone at home, make sure the fingertips are out or facing in is the preference. Straight arms, long backs. Flex your back and your abs at the same time. Push the floor away from you and push your heels down into the mat. Lengthening to a straight line. You want shoulders over wrists and lower down to a hover. Ooh, I'm getting a cramp in my foot. And exhale, push. And inhale, hover those hips. Exhale, push up. Putting the weight in the heels. And lower the hips. Think of growing taller to the ceiling. Exhale, lift. Nice and elongated. Inhale, lower. Set those sits bones down. Take the hands forward, bend those knees. Take one leg up into tabletop. And your second leg up. Joe thought I wasn't doing this today. Holding those ankles, I always do it. We're gonna straighten those legs. Before you guys roll back over on this side of the room, make sure you're not gonna hit the dip between the carpet and the wood, because that might be uncomfortable. You're gonna lengthen those legs, shoulder width apart, hold on tight to those hands or to those legs. If you need to bend your knees, this is fine. Just hold the same position. We're gonna go into open leg rocker. You're gonna round your spine, just like roll like a ball, just to the shoulder blades. Exhale, come back up. Nice and long. And again, round that spine. And back. Exhale up. Whoa, I lost it on that one. Exhale up, pull up tall. Inhale, roll back. Exhale up. Finding that line. 2 more. Inhale, roll back. All the way up. Use those legs to help you. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale up and stay. Bring your legs together. Lift your arms. Hold that teaser position. Lower the legs. Slow and lift the legs. Lower the legs slow and lift. 1 more time. Lower and lift. Bend your knees. Set the feet down. Open into a butterfly stretch and reach the arms out. Nice big inhale. And nice long exhale. Opening those hips. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to take the hands back in. Cross the legs. And then go on to your hands and knees again. Tuck your toes underneath you. Push up into a big downward dog stretch. Or if you're familiar with the apparatus, think of your elephant position on that reformer. Sinking those heels down, extending through the back. Nice big stretch. You can bend the knees and straighten the knees. You can sink into a stretch on one side, and then the other side, maybe we want to prance a little bit. Get a stretch on those toes. Good. And now from here, we bend the knees. On 3, you're going to hop into your hands, called the BASI Panther. On 3. 1, 2, hop, 3. Stick the landing. Roll yourself up. Nice and slow. Scoop those abs in. Stack the spine. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale, roll down from the crown of the head. The upper back. The mid back. Bend your knees. Shifting your weight forward to those toes slightly. Make sure you bend your knees, protect your back. Only as much as you need to. If you're really flexible in the hamstrings, just a soft bend will do. Exhale, roll up, scoop those abs in. Straighten the legs. Stack the spine. Open the chest. Again, inhale. Exhale, roll down from the crown of the head. The upper back. The mid back. Bend your knees. Fingertips to the floor. Nice big inhale. Exhale, scoop the belly button to the spine. Draw the sits bones down. Use your glutes and your hamstrings to restack that body. Open the chest. Let's do 1 more. Nice big inhale. Exhale. Tilt the chin down slightly. Roll through the upper and mid back without letting your shoulder blades roll forward. Bend your knees. Fingertips to the floor. Go ahead and nod your head. Yes, just gentle, gentle. No head banging. And then shake your head no. A gentle swing. Nice big inhale. On your exhale, we lift the belly. We draw the sits bones down. Straighten those legs. Stack the spine. Open the chest. Feel the weight even from the front to the backs of the feet and from the inside and the outside of those feet. Feel the power through the legs, nice and active on both sides, the front and the back. We feel that pelvis in neutral, the pelvic floor lifting up. The transverse abdominals is on the belly button to spine without you even telling it to be. We're drawing those shoulders back. Lifting the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Take 1 final breath. Inhale. And exhale. And you guys are done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that's what you needed today. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you all my friends online for joining me. Ooh, it got dark all of a sudden. I hope you could see okay.